off by generally updating how everything's going this summer. Start off on the ice.
Oh, on the ice, it's looking very solid. I mean, I think that we've come a long way from where we were last year, especially in the situation that we were in. We wanted to make sure that we were moving forward in the right direction, and it wasn't going to happen overnight. It's still not going to happen overnight. There's a lot of work that we need to put in, and as of right now, taking things to the next level, it's looking really, really solid out there on the ice.
And Thamar was the latest to come in. Happy with his signing and kind of the record that he's got coming to this league?
Yeah, actually, Thamar was brought to me early in the summer, and it was one of those guys where you start comparing him to the other imports, and you have about 6 or 7 forwards that come across your desk that you're looking at as your guys that you want to sign, but then it's even harder when you get to those 6 or 7 to narrow it down to the 2 or 3. But the more we looked at it, the easier it became. And then I also was able to talk to Stano about him as well, and how he is, and how he is as a guy, and how he is as a player, and he's highly recommended. And that's something Stano knows the league. He's been successful in this league. He knows what it takes to be successful, and it's not just looking at one aspect of it. It's looking at the general aspect of it. Talking to Thamar as well, and he's said all the right things. He wants to come here and compete. He wants to come here and win. He asked questions about how our team was looking, how we were going to be next year. So it's not just a guy who's coming in just to come in. He's interested in winning and helping us make a name for ourselves.
Mentioned it there and what Thamar said in how the team's looking for next season. Any update on any potential incomings soon?
Actually, I'm very close to making a deal right now with our last import. I'm not going to say whether he's a forward or a D-man. I think we'll let everybody wait and sweat that one out. But it's one of those things I don't want to talk about too much. But we are close to making the deal. So I think that this guy that's going to come in is going to. I think it'll shock a lot of people. He's got quite a bit of experience, and being able to bring a guy with his caliber and his experience in, it's just going to make us that much better. And we went with older imports this year as well, for that reason. We want experience out there, to go next to our younger guys, and guys who are at the point where they really want to prove themselves as well. They're coming from good leagues. I mean, you look at the Slovakian league; it's the top league there, and the Slovakia 2 league as well. Where Thamar's coming from, and you have Sarsic, who is playing at a high level. Lasik obviously is playing here. I'm playing here, so they're all guys that we want. But as far as this next import goes, it's really going to bring a new dynamic to our team. So it's going to make us a lot stronger.
And happy with the direction the club's going in as well, not just as a team but off the ice as well.
Yeah, off the ice we've made a lot of improvements. I mean, obviously we're evolving, and it's not something that is going to happen overnight, like I said earlier. But you want to make sure that the ball is rolling from what you've put in place before you jump on to the next thing. Otherwise, all you're going to do is just keep firefighting problems, and that's not something that we're willing and prepared to do. We've made a lot of improvements off the ice, like coaching staff wise, and bringing in an assistant, a couple assistant coaches to help out is going to be a massive contribution, to the coaching staff. It's just going to help. It's going to be more sets of eyes. It's going to be more experience. It's going to allow me to concentrate a little bit more on playing as well. And the guys that we've brought on are the guys that we trust, and we've talked about it all summer long, and it's definitely something that's going to help us along the on ice part. But obviously that's the off ice thing. So.